get these people.
Well, neither one of them can punch like me.
I can guarantee you that.
But between the two of them, well, I'd say little Andre hits harder. I mean, the jailbird's washed up now, and he was a genuine contender. But the big baby, well, the big baby has always been a pretender.
So the heavyweight career of Andre Bishop tries to move forward tonight. Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside my broadcast partner Teddy Atlas, coming to you from the Thomas and Mack Center, where tonight the unbeaten Andre Bishop will face the veteran heavyweight Dwight Cooper. A lot of confidence coming from Andre Bishop as he starts round number one. Remember that Cooper catches Bishop clean. And oh no, there's blood over the right eye. Andre Bishop is now in a tough spot.
Well, his cornerman's going to have to take care of it. The cornerman's going to have to stop that bleeding. But that has to serve as a warning of things to come. Be aware now. Be better.
And now we see that cut, and that's become a very inviting target.
He has to make sure that he doesn't only see that cut, though, because he might get a little over-anxious, get a little heavy only on that side.
Teddy, talk to me about this matchup from a defensive side of the game when you have two speedy fighters matching up.
Well, you know what? I'm going to whisper in my guy's ear a little bit. I'm going to say, you know what? Use his speed against him. Step out a little bit. Let him shadow box a little bit. There's nobody there. And when he misses, step right back in. Make him pay.
Bishop able to land solidly against Cooper. The trainer of Andre Bishop was talking about the fact that, hey, this is a different beast fighting in the heavyweight division. He wants him to block some of these big blows. Cooper's defense. Is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches.
Head movement.
Good defense, just covering up down low.
Some of that too. Let's go.
Last 10 seconds of this first round. Andre Bishop moving now well against Cooper. Now the big concern for Andre Bishop, Teddy, is that cut over the right eye, because it is getting worse and worse, bleeding badly.
Now, his corner has to do the job, don't get me wrong. They have to be able to get the right medicines into that cut and apply pressure, but they need a little help from their fighter. He needs to go out there, move a little bit, play good defense, give those medicines, the coagulants, a chance to work.
Cooper feeling that body punch from Bishop.
Well, Cooper's going to have to be prepared for that all night long, because that is his MO.
Cooper's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away.
Away from those punches, man. Move your head.
It's one thing for the corner of Andre Bishop to tend to that cut between rounds, but Bishop himself has to protect it, and he's doing a good job of blocking punches that are targeting it from Cooper.
Head move. Head move.
Halfway through round number two. Protecting his head well with his guard.
Side to side.
Great movement to get away from those punches. Good 1-2 from Bishop. He landed that right hand flush against Cooper. Bishop's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch.
Don't let up in there.
This is a real concern now for Andre Bishop as Dwight Cooper is landing punch after punch against that cut eye. He could get a TKO victory here if that continues.
All right, we need to pull ahead here. This fight is too close. I need you to double up the jab and follow with 2, 3 more punches. Right? Jab, jab, right.
Andre Bishop will need to do more of that. Bishop is very conscious of the fact that he does not want to get tagged hard. He blocked well there. There's Cooper putting out that jab. You can see the trouble that Bishop has had with it. Good left hand by Andre Bishop. Good flush shot upstairs. Cooper's left now getting into the mix. Here's a moment here as you see the step back counter punch where you realize this is the street science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces him into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
I think Bishop scored really well there. He just damaged his opponent with that power shot upstairs. See, this is exactly what Andre Bishop's corner has been telling him. You got to keep those hands up. You have to protect that cut. He cannot allow Cooper to have a target to go after. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Andre Bishop needs to be so careful right now that the ref doesn't stop that fight, because Cooper is landing punch after punch against that cut eye. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Cooper's getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. Bishop snapping that jab. And that does it for this round.
Don't stop. You gotta keep working. You can get ahead, but you have to.
Back to action here at the start of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Bishop with a nice combination, a good old 1-2 landing on Dwight Cooper.
That's it. Great combo.
Give credit to Dwight Cooper. He has gone on the attack against that cut over the eye of Andre Bishop. He's trying to earn himself a TKO victory here. Great combination from Bishop. Cooper's opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be now. That counter punch landed with some success. Hits him in the mug with the right. Good jab by Cooper.
Keep pushing.
Andre Bishop, that training really paid off. Just back to basics with the 1-2. Boom, boom. The other day when we were talking to Andre Bishop, he said to have success in this fight, I have to land combinations. He landed a good one there.
Keep it up.
And that's the end of round 4. Well, we've seen this before, a fighter with a bad cut, and sometimes a fighter that now has a much greater sense of urgency.
Yeah, right now, if he was gambling, if he was in a casino, he's rolling the dice. He's hoping to come up with 7.
Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. There's that southpaw jab in the left hand. Now that looks like a middleweight fighting a heavyweight there. Look at the hand speed from Bishop.
And that's exactly the advantage he was going to need coming into this fight to beat the bigger man.
The left hand coming into play by Andre Bishop. A headshot blocked. And now you see the southpaw pulling the trigger with the straight left. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Blocks that punch. And just grabbing onto his opponent. Cooper's showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo. Little head hunting with the left.
Keep pushing.
Showing you some defense there with the block. Scores up top with a left. That was nice. He just drew the punch from his opponent, and then a good counter by Andre Bishop.
Yeah, like running through the rain without getting wet. Beautiful.
10 seconds remaining in this round. And round 5 comes to an end. Here we are getting ready for the second half of this fight as we've reached the 6th round. Bishop now utilizing that jab against Cooper.
Let's see some more head.
Committing to the head work. You see him go there again. And now he's targeting upstairs. Cooper's not coming up with the results that you would want to see out of him. Now he's trying to counterpunch, Teddy, but it doesn't seem to be the answer.
No, he kind of looks a little bit like that guy who went in to get his hair dyed, you know? And he thought it was going to be just a little bit lighter, and it wound up being a lot lighter. And he said, wow, what the heck did I do? I didn't think I was going to look like this. I didn't think that I was going to box like this.
Halfway through round 6. You can see Andre Bishop now is employing a lot of defense. He has those hands up high, trying to protect that cut eye.
Nice work. Nice work.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Good flush shot by Andre Bishop. Bishop's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Final 10 seconds of the 6th round.
Okay, just relax. You gotta stick with the program, kid. Stick with the game plan.
And we are back underway. Another round in a fight that's been very entertaining, but I wouldn't want to be a judge. This is one of those fights that could go either way. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Wow, what an uppercut.
Keep at him.
Andre Bishop's objective is to land that jab, and he did so right there. He's winning the fight to me based on his overall speed. He's just a faster, quicker fighter and it's making it so that he's able to employ his ways and get the best of his opponent.
Oh, he has that physical asset, no doubt about it. You can see it. But he has to be careful that he doesn't get carried away. He doesn't get reckless with that speed.
Cooper's ripped to the head. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Halfway through this round. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Bishop's got something to think about now. He just threw a punch and had one coming right back at him. His opponent scored well with the counter. What a damaging blow. Nice hook upstairs. Nice strike after catching one by Cooper. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Bishop's doing really well on the outside, utilizing his jab. And there's the left hand working well for him again. Andre Bishop's timing with his head movement has been ideal. We have not seen his opponent being able to land anything clean up top tonight.
No, because his opponent is not making the proper adjustments. You know, when the head is moving, the body's still there. You can't catch the head, go downstairs to the body. You paralyze that head. You start to take that movement away. Before you know it, the guy's not quite as elusive.
Scored well with that straight left. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Andre Bishop. Bishop's picking up right where he left off. Remember how he finished that last round?
Yeah, he really finished strong, really fast. And you know what? This is a thinking man's fight. I know a lot of people are going to say, Teddy, he's just an aggressive fighter. No, he understands, and his corner understands that his opponent only had 60 seconds to recover, and they're jumping on him, figuring that the opponent hasn't recovered.
And a good solid 1-2 combo by Andre Bishop. "90 seconds to go, halfway through round 8. Really good work right there, landing the 2 punches in sequence by Andre Bishop. Cooper's opponent landing an effective counter punch right there. Sending out the power shot. It was a straight left hand. Andre Bishop's making this so that it's becoming a very frustrating night for his opponent. I mean, when your defense is that sharp, it can just drive your opponent crazy.
Yeah, it can. First of all, it can start to break down. You know, we always look at the physical things in life and anything. You know, you're pounding a guy and you're going to break the guy down. Hey, if you're just smart, you're slick like this guy, and you're making a guy miss, you start to break him down. He's breaking the guy down that way.
Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. Oh, you see him with the left to the head there? Well, if Bishop can string together a few rounds like that, this is going to be a very easy fight for him.
Well, he looks like a confident fighter. All that amateur background is really showing.
You know, there's a lot to like with Andre Bishop, but right now, I don't like the way he looks in terms of his conditioning.
It looks like he's slowing down a little bit. And you got to wonder if it's a little mental, too. He got a little discouraged that his opponent is still there.
Keep it tight inside.
There's another left hand from him. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Nice block.
What you doing?
Andre Bishop's keeping His guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
Keep your hands up. Get off the ropes.
Last 10 seconds of the 9th round. And the round comes to an end. They have given a lot tonight. Now one more opportunity to give a little more. The final round is upon us.
Hit the body.
Nice. Nice.
Double up. Body shot.
Cooper's work rate is very high. I looked at the punch stats, and you can see that he's a busy guy. I don't think he's an effective guy, though. A lot of these aren't landing.
Well, you have a reason to think that, Joe. Guess what? I agree. They're not landing.
Oh, that's a huge power shot to the head by Andre Bishop. Halfway through this 10th and final round. Cooper's tagged by that powerful hook. Just a minute to go in this bout. Good job on the two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. Bishop's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. Digging in with a left to the gut. Scored well up top.
Keep going.
And they will bring it home in the last 10 seconds of this final round. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Andre Bishop. Very, very close fight. But the envelope, please, will bring all the drama. Which way will the judges see this?
This is where they earn their money to be able to pick the right guy for tonight.